power forward position. 6 feet 7 inches. Number 23, Draymond Green. From Washington State, number 11, Klay Thompson. And from Davidson, number 30, Stephen Curry. The head coach of your home team is Steve Kerr.
We have the Clippers as the road team for today's Western Conference matchup. Home court advantage goes to the Warriors playing here at the Oracle Arena. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and courtside, Doris Burke. Here are the starters for Los Angeles. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot.
You know, Golden State historically has always been a dangerous offensive team, but it's really their defensive improvement that triggered their elevation into the upper echelon of the NBA now.
Los Angeles on D. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I briefly spoke with Doc Rivers. One player that he's talked to his guys a lot about is Stephen Curry. He said Curry's one of the premier shooters in the game, and he's got that quick trigger. We really have to be tight to him, get physical, and try to get him on his heels as much as possible. Guys, Curry is an excellent free throw shooter. We'll see if they can do that without fouling him.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris. Here's Barnes after the basket by Los Angeles. And that one's good.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Redick. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Jordan.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Curry against Paul. Here's Thompson, and it's in off the backboard. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Maybe they're still working out the kinks defensively because that was a blatant mistake. Well, Steph Curry, of course, deadly from outside the arc, but last season he tried to improve his ability to get to the rim. In fact, he significantly increased his points in the paint last year.
Using his post move to get the 2 points. Curry's got his second basket of the game.
It's been a very efficient first quarter for him. He's creating good opportunities and converting those that he creates.
Griffin attacking, and the layup is good. And for Curry, improving his driving ability. He already had the handles, but he tried to work on his strength to ward off contact.
And Kevin, you know, film study is also playing a role in that progression and development. And he not only improved his finishing ability inside, he also got to the line more often, a result of being more confident in his strength.
Now here's Paul. Redick is in the corner. Jumper off the screen and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup. Although they didn't end with the best record in the West, the Clippers were one of the top teams against the West. They had a terrific in-conference record.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Lee's checked in for Harrison Barnes. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Here's Barbosa. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Barbosa's got his first points of the game. Clippers trail by 4. As you guys said, the Clippers did very well in the conference. 36 wins for them, which tied them with the Thunder, Steve, for the second best mark.
Well, you have to be able to dominate like that if you're going to win your division, and that's what the Clippers were able to do last season for the second straight year.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Livingston. And a miss there on the triple. Clippers have gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. Crawford outside. Iguodala with the steal. Inside, and it's the Warriors. On the break, Barbosa with the ball, and he gets it to go.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick 2 at the other end. That's losing basketball.
And especially when you can't afford to give up any buckets. That pushes this lead up instead of going the other way.
Crawford drives in and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. 6 seconds left in the first quarter. It's deflected. Crawford with the steal. And that does it for the first quarter. Warriors lead by 4. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Guys, they're really passing the ball well here in the first half.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Golden State looking at who they've got. Barnes and Lee are the 3 and 4. Curry and Thompson, the Splash Brothers in the back. And it's Bogut in at the center, locking down the middle.
That's his second personal foul. If he gets another, it probably puts him on the bench for the rest of the first half.
Barnes screen on Bogut. And Redick kicks to Barnes. Jordan the pass to Redick. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 4 to shoot. Paul. Pass to Redick. Here's the 3.
Boy, they're really struggling right now in a big way. Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Oz. Outside Curry. Barnes dishes to Curry. Drops in the tray. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Well, I tell you, the Warriors are really a team with gifted passers, especially in the front court. Somewhat surprising that they were only in the middle of the pack in assists last season and one of the worst teams when it comes to turnovers.
Now here's Redick. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Golden State on D. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Hawes got his second bucket. And one reason why the Warriors' assists might not rank that high, they did run a lot of post-ups and isolations.
They did. They like to attack on the block and off the dribble. Ball movement wasn't always particularly effective, but you know, it seemed to me that the Warriors were at their best when the ball was flying around the perimeter.
Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris?
Guys, Draymond Green, a second-round pick in 2012, but his tough defense and high basketball IQ have earned him minutes. He said, quote, "I never cared about stats, and I still don't. My goal is to have an impact on the game. Sometimes you have the biggest impact with plays that don't show up in the stats. Those are the plays I live for." Great attitude, Kevin.
A real gamer, Doris. He loves the game. Thanks. Here's Paul. After the made shot from David Lee. Lets it go from the wing, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And so it's Golden State with it, leading by 5. Curry kicks to Thompson. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists in the game.
Wouldn't surprise me at all to see them break this game open. They are absolutely lighting it up.
Well, it's like you used to be on occasion. When you got in that zone, you can't miss out there, and that's what they're doing. Every shot they put up seems to go in. And if I'm on the other side, I'm wondering what the heck is going on here.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson's. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside some.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Bogut. McAdoo comes in for David Lee. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. Here's McAdoo. Cashes in for a double-digit lead. And it's a 10-point Warrior lead.
Agility leads to thievery there as he got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Guys, over that last break, I listened to Doc Rivers address his team. He told his guys, when we've got the ball, let's take it right into the teeth of the defense. Attacking the basket is going to be their MO. He also wants to see a patient offense. Work for the shot, move the ball around, and as he told them, quote, if you don't see a good shot, find someone who does. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
All right, Doris.
Would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Davis setting the pick for Rivers. On the wing, Jamal Crawford. Just 3 on the clock.
Hi, Kevin.
Well, both sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out a way here in the third. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
Well, I love his tenacity defensively. The way he plays at that end of the floor has been a major factor here in this game.
And as the game moves on, I think he should continue to be aggressive defensively to keep ball handlers off balance and uncomfortable.
Setting the floor for the Clippers. Blake Griffin down low and DeAndre Jordan. CP3 at point with Redick there at the backcourt. And it's Barnes in at the small forward position. Iguodala with the steal. Oh, and here comes Iguodala all alone. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Iguodala. That's 12 points for Steph Curry. Clippers trail by 5. I think for a while, Clark, teams looked at Iguodala and saw his talent and what he could do on the floor, and they wanted him to be a centerpiece. Now that he's been in the league this long, and as a vet, he seems almost better suited as a complementary piece.
I wouldn't disagree with that. I mean, not everybody can be the main focal point of a team. That's no knock on Iguodala. I mean, I think he's terrific. He does a little bit of everything, does it all well. And I understand he's really a high-quality guy and teammate. He's very much more of a playmaker than a scorer, even though he can look dominant with the ball in his hands at times.
Warriors leading by 4. Curry passes it to Green. Barnes grabs the miss.
And with Iguodala comfortable in its role playing as a sidekick, it makes sense because he modeled his game so closely after Pippen when he was growing up. Very much cut out of the same cloth.
Now here's Curry. 12 points for him. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Chris Paul picks up that one.
You know, final thought here on Iguodala. The more I think about what you said about him and Pippen, they're similar in length. Their ability, their versatility defensively is a talent that I think they both have, in addition to being able to make plays for others. I think it's a reasonable comparison, actually quite apt when you look at those two guys.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
Leandro Barbosa. He's checked in for Steph Curry. Let's catch up with Doris from the sideline.
During that break, Coach Rivers had some words for his team. He used the word patience several times in describing what he'd like to see from their offense. It's not a run-and-gun approach he wants from them.